Welcome back to the CSC Garage. At CSC, you know we're all about everything two wheels. So in this episode, we want to highlight the FT series of our e-bikes. If you're like me, you ride your e-bike hard, you ride your e-bike often, and you're charging frequently. Therefore, in this episode, I want to show you some tips and tricks to keep your battery in tip-top form. I've got the FT26 and the FT20 here because they share the same batteries. Let's take a closer look. First thing we want to do is remove the battery. We're going to use the key, pull the lift, and take the battery out. Now that we have the battery removed from the bicycle, let's take a closer look. We've got two sides. We've got an input side with the charging port on it, and we have the output side, which has the terminal connection for the bicycle and also a meter on it. The first thing I want to look at is the charging side, that input side, which is attached by the end cap. We can now remove that cap with a Phillips screwdriver. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws with the Phillips screwdriver. And now we can pull the cap out. Now we want to pull that cap off and really take a close look. This is the time to check for any kind of nicks on the wiring, any kind of burn marks. You want to make sure everything looks okay. So we're just making a visual inspection. We've unwrapped this 10 amp fuse and we can pull that out and check it. Sometimes fuses look okay, but if you do a continuity test with a voltmeter, you can really determine if it's okay, or try changing it out. If you've ever had problems with charging your battery, this is the first place of inspection, and this is something that you can try changing out. I ride my e-bike hard. I ride it frequently. I'm often heating up this battery. A lot of times I'm charging on the fly. I want to get that charger in right after I'm done riding. It's hot, things are hot. If I ever have damage to a fuse, that's a really easy replacement to do to bring things back to life. I've plugged into outlets before that gave a surge and blew that same fuse. So this is an easy way to inspect, check, and replace and repair your e-bike battery. Now let's take a closer look of the output side of the battery. On the end, we have our meter showing the power level of the battery. We have the lever for removing the battery from the bicycle. And then we have a terminal that actually provides the power output to the bicycle. Make a visual inspection of everything on the outside, and then we're going to take a closer look on the inside by removing this cap as well. Now we're going to remove that cap the same way as we did on the charging side, just by removing those 4 Phillips head screws. Now let's take a closer look on the inside of this output side of the battery. We're going to inspect all the wires. There's a few little electrical connections, the quick connect plugs. We want to inspect those, make sure everything's plugged in properly. And then we can make a visual inspection of that fuse as well as check for continuity across the fuse. I can do that just on the ends of this. This is a 35 amp fuse and it is checking out as good on this one. If you have a blown one, simple replacement of the fuse and you're back up and running. This is something that could cause your battery to be capable of charging but not giving you any output. It's not powering the bicycle. So a very quick way to check, inspect, and repair the battery if needed. Thanks for joining us once again at the CSC Garage. I enjoyed showing you just how easy it is to inspect and possibly even repair your e-bike battery. Until next time, enjoy the ride.